Have you ever imagined a time when you could apply for and get a loan from the comfort of your bedroom? Well, it is now a reality with the fast and swift Bank of Industry real-time online loan application initiative. Is designed to deliver access and convenience to prospecting SME customers. How it works: simply search keyword Bank of Industry and download our mobile app. Click on the apply button. Click on register to register your account. A verification link and tracking code will be sent to your registered email address. Click on the verification link to facilitate login. Once logged in, you can complete your application, submit, and click on continue to start tracking your loan application. An email will be sent to your email address confirming receipt of the application. Start applying for your loan right away. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
Good evening and welcome to this week's edition of BOI Impact. I am Hadiza Olaosebikan. According to development experts, innovation is a specific tool of entrepreneurship, a means by which they exploit change as opportunities for their businesses to create wealth. It is in this direction that the Bank of Industry has been supporting the innovative business ideas of Coleman Wires and Cables Group of Industries, situated on kilometer 34 along Lagos-Ibadan Expressway in Arepo, Ogun State. The Arepo axis on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway is fast becoming the new industrial hub of Ogun State. The area plays host to many big players in the Nigeria's industrial sector. Amongst them are notable BOI customers that includes electric meter maker Momas Nigeria Limited, garmenting company Sam & Sarah, and building materials giants Webco Industries Limited, just to mention a few. On the 22nd of October 2015, Arepo came alive again with the birth of Coleman Wires and Cables multi-billion naira ultra-modern wire and cable factory tagged Arepo 2 Factory. The factory is the first of its kind in West Africa to produce coaxial TV and video, as well as Cat5 and Cat6 cables for various applications, which will increase the availability of household wires and cables in the sub-region. The project was staunchly supported by your ever-ready industrial development finance institution, the Bank of Industry. The commissioning ceremony of the factory had in attendance the Executive Governor of Ogun State, Senator Ibikunle Amosun, and his deputy, Chief Mrs. Yetunde Ononuga, the Managing Director of BOI, Mr. Rasheed Olaoluwa, royal fathers from the state, and a host of other relevant stakeholders. Here are highlights of the commissioning ceremony as captured by BOI Impact Group. Coleman Technical Industries Limited, CTIL, is expanding its capabilities in Nigeria and West African region. The company, that was incorporated in July 1975, has been a front runner of cables and wires manufacturing since it started production in 1998. Ever since, the company has always been in the forefront in the production of electrical wires and cables, low voltage power cables, medium and high voltage insulated cables, and the recently established coaxial television and video cables. At the commissioning of the Arepo 2 factory of CTIL, the chairman of the company, Chief Solomon Onofookon, in his welcome address urged the government and the private sector to speed up the process of industrializing the country.
What we are witnessing today is persistent and uncommon ability to transform vision of expanding capabilities into reality within Nigeria and West African sub-region, despite daunting economic challenges within the sub-region. If we are to continue to sustain the developmental agenda of our nation with a view to creating jobs for our teeming unemployed graduates. In achieving this wealth creation phenomena, we vehemently enjoin the federal government of Nigeria via the Central Bank of Nigeria, the Bank of Industry, Bank of Agriculture, and other development banking institutions to step up the provision of single-digit funding as being done by other tertiary developing Asian tigers. While on this topic, let me singularly express our profound gratitude to the Bank of Industry for the banking support accorded to our organization, which has tremendously assisted us in bringing this project into fruition. Mr. Rasheed Olaoluwa, let me personally thank you very much for the confidence you have in us. Your Excellency, members of diplomatic corps, royal fathers, my colleagues from the private sectors that are here, and the captains of industry, eminent citizens, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, I warmly welcome you all to this commissioning and pray to God Almighty to crown your respective endeavors with true success in the years ahead.
The managing director of the company, George Onofookon, gave an insightful synopsis of the project.
For us and for this team, it has been years ongoing of a vision. One, the vision really is to try and put the position of cable power solutions in Nigeria in view. Now, this is a journey that started about 14 years ago for a lot of us here. And today, it's just not the beginning, because we've seen a lot of beginnings. I think it's a continuation of where our vision is. Now, the history of where we are today is also the basis of where we're going tomorrow. Now, for Coleman, what has brought about Arepo 2 is the same vision that we brought about Shagamu 1, which is for the high voltage XLPE cable, which is the first cable production factory in Nigeria, in West Africa, and only one of the 6 countries in the continent making high voltage today. Arepo 2 is the first producer of Cat5, Cat6 network cable in West Africa. Arepo 2 factory is also the first production factory of coaxial TV cable of all sizes and all grades. Arepo 2 also today is also the first production factory of DC big size cable control cables also in West Africa. Now, to achieve capital expansion is not that easy in Nigeria today. We have to give very big kudos today to the Bank of Industry, well represented by Mr. Rasheed. It is not about the billions that count, it's about what you actually deliver with it. And I believe the Bank of Industry saw it that, yes, the right partner was Coleman, the right set of team was Coleman, the right set of people in Coleman that are Nigerians are capable of delivering this project, and we have delivered it today.
The Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, who was represented by Mr. Ibikunle Adams, commended the immense contribution of the company to Nigeria's industrial development.
It is a pleasure to be part of this historic commissioning of the second plant of Coleman Technical Industries Limited, tagged Arepo 2, for the production of low-voltage, flexible power cables for household, commercial, and industrial use. This is a commendable achievement for having commissioned the first plant barely a year ago. I must therefore commend the chairman, Ashwaju Solomon Onofookon, and the management team who have worked assiduously to reach this lofty height. The expansion of your product line from electric wires and cables to the production of low-voltage flexible power cables for various applications in Nigeria and West African sub-region is a statement of your confidence in the industrial transformation drive of the federal government. The commissioning of this state-of-the-art plant therefore testify to your faith in Nigeria and your desire to contribute to its economic growth as well as create jobs for our teeming youth. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the journey to industrialize Nigeria has started, and I'm encouraged by the success recorded by companies like Coleman Technical Services. I want to assure you that my ministry will continue to support and partner with private sector that has the new interest of developing and reinforcing the economy through job and wealth creation.
The MD of BOI, Mr. Rasheed Olaoluwa, in his speech, appreciated the CTIL Group for the prudential and judicious use of the funds provided by the bank.
BOI is very pleased to have been instrumental to making this factory a reality. As a lender, when you give out a loan, and the loan has been well utilized for the purpose for which the loan was taken, you are very happy. And so at BOI, we are very happy to see that a facility was disbursed for this factory, and here today, we're here to commission the factory. The support of BOI for Coleman Wires and Cables is consistent with BOI's mission of transforming Nigeria's industrial sector. And we're very proud of the achievements of Coleman Wires and Cables from inception. I mean, you started with a capacity of roughly 2,000 tons of wires and cables in Ikotun. And today, I'm very proud to announce that this factory has grown from 2,000 tons of cables to over 30,000 tons today. The company has gained 50% improvement in efficiency in just a few years. And for me, this is what you require to succeed in a highly competitive environment, in a challenging business environment. This is what you need. And I really want to recommend Coleman Cables and Wires as an example, a very good example to other manufacturers in this country. I want to say, finally, sir, that BOI has been there for you, and we will, by God's grace, continue to be there for you. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
The Alaki of Egbaland, His Royal Highness Oba Adedotun Gbadebo, also gave his royal blessing to the project.
I want to congratulate Asiwaju of Remoland, the chairman of this company, on the opening of the phase 2 of the Arepo Coleman Cables industry here. And I pray that as they have achieved 100% efficiency, producing the same quantity as they have used 5 acres to produce, when we go to phase 3, it will be just 1 acre that will produce what the 2 phases are producing now. And I pray that those who have the hope of setting up industries like their own, that God will answer your prayers.
The host governor, Senator Ibikunle Amosun, in his commissioning speech, commended the efforts of the company as well as the role of BOI in the development of Ogun State and Nigeria's industrial sector.
These lofty ideas is a further demonstration of the success story of our administration determination in providing conducive environment and atmosphere for industrial growth in our state. This project is an enviable step which no doubt will facilitate the attainment of a self-reliant and self-sustaining economy. I must especially commend the chairman, Asiwaju SK Onofokon, the Asiwaju of Remoland, for his doggedness and determination to contribute meaningfully to the development of Ogun State through industrialization. By this feat, you have shown that you are a willing private partner that is ready to contribute to the socio-economic development of our dear state, not just through expertise, but also in effectiveness and utilization of funds. There's no doubt on the fact that genuine development is people-oriented. Evidence has shown that the much-talked sustainable development goals cannot be achieved in isolation, as records have it that more economically advanced countries of the world, they recognize this fact and continue to maximize the resources provided by the organized private sector. It is heartwarming today to note that this commissioning of the flexible power cable factory, just 10 months after we commissioned the medium and high voltage power cable factory on Tuesday, 2nd December 2014, is an attestation to the fact that Ogun State is blessed with the necessary resources and potentials for rapid growth of industries. The product of these flexible DC low voltage power cables will not only be useful to Arepo and its adjoining towns, not just even to all of us in Ogun State, but equally serve the commercial and industrial purposes in Nigeria and indeed the West African sub-region. The commissioning of this factory today is one of the ways by which the organized private sector is identifying with the power sector reform of the federal government, as well as the domestication of all its activities in the sector. No doubt the factory will, among others, save us the much needed foreign exchange. It will promote technological transfer. It will, the one that I love to talk about, it will generate employment, create wealth, and above all, of course, this will reduce poverty, because when people work, then they will have less and less of time to even indulge in what I call activities that will be inimical to the growth of this, our great state. So it gives me a huge pleasure, great sense of duty, to commission this flexible power cable factory of the Coleman Technical Industries Limited, to the glory of God and the use of our people and the continued socio-economic development of not just Ogun State, of not just Nigeria alone, but I think indeed the West African region and the world, because if you get it right, products from here will be exported to anywhere in the world. After all, every day there's no country that we don't go to and import things to Nigeria. So what stops us, if we get it right, from exporting to everywhere in the world?
Thereafter, the governor led all the dignitaries to the commissioning ground as well as the tour of the factory.
I have the great honor to commission this modern technologically built company, the glory of God we are living, and for the social development of our dear state, of our dear nation, Nigeria, and indeed the world.
And it's all being run by Nigerians, indigenous of Ogun State, that are running this machine. In terms of technology, it's what is most available. The process, you can see the wire going in as a conductor and then coming out as an insulation material.
The commissioning of Arepo 2 Coleman Technical Industries Limited factory has indeed shown an abiding faith in Nigeria's dream to remain at the forefront of cable manufacturing in Nigeria, whilst also ensuring the country maintains her position as Africa's largest economy and #1 investors' destination of choice.
Nigeria records post-harvest losses and wastages annually in the agricultural sector due to limited processing and preservation capacity. This results in high food prices and food importation, with its attendant effects on the nation's foreign reserves. To enable Nigerians optimize the benefits from the country's vast agricultural products such as cassava, oil palm, rice, tomatoes, and others, the Bank of Industry has launched a 5 billion naira cottage agro-processing fund, the CAP Fund. Customers can access the fund to establish plants to process our various agro-produce into food products or intermediate raw materials for industries at a single-digit interest rate of 9% per annum. For more information on the CAP Fund, please visit www.boinigeria.com/capfund. Bank of Industry, developing Nigeria's agro-processing industry through the CAP Fund.
Welcome back. As you must have witnessed in the course of the program, you would agree with me that as an entrepreneur, you need to be resourceful and innovative in carrying out your business in order to be ahead of competition, which Coleman Wires and Cables has clearly demonstrated. The Arepo 2 factory, for instance, is built on a smaller parcel of land compared to the flagship Arepo 1 factory, yet its capacity is twice that of Arepo 1 factory. It is a case of doing more with less. At the Bank of Industry, resourcefulness is one of the bank's core values, which are service, professionalism, passion, innovation, resourcefulness, integrity, and team spirit. The Bank of Industry will always continue to support any existing or new business ideas that can create jobs for our teeming youth and add value to our vast natural resources that our dear country Nigeria is blessed with. For more information on how we can support you, please visit our website www.boinigeria.com. We're ever ready to guide and support you. It's on this note that will conclude this week's edition of the program. I am Hadiza Olaosebikan. Good evening and have yourself an enterprising week. Bye for now.
Have you ever imagined a time when you could apply for and get a loan from the comfort of your bedroom? Well, it is now a reality with the fast and swift Bank of Industry real-time online loan application initiative.
Is designed to deliver access and convenience to prospecting SME customers. How it works: simply search keyword Bank of Industry and download our mobile app. Click on the apply button. Click on register to register your account. A verification link and tracking code will be sent to your registered email address. Click on the verification link to facilitate login. Once logged in, you can complete your application, submit, and click on continue to start tracking your loan application. An email will be sent to your email address confirming receipt of the application. Start applying for your loan right away. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.